Joined now for the Ferris State softball preview with the head coach of the Ferris State Bulldogs, Kristen Janes. And Coach, I know you're excited. Your season's already well underway. You've played 9 games already in here, and some good things from your team here early on in the year.
Yeah, we have had a fantastic start. The girls have come out from game 1 with a bit of a chip on their shoulders from losing last season, and have just been phenomenal. The effort, the attitudes, and obviously the execution has been pretty good with our 6-3 start.
Obviously, kind of disappointing in the way last season ended. How did that fuel them maybe in the offseason to come back and hopefully have a great season?
I think all of the girls had something that they took personal from that. Our freshmen in high school lost their senior seasons. All 3 of our classes currently, lost a season from being canceled last spring, and so they are pretty much trying to make 2 seasons into one and make up for the lost time and make up for all the hard work they put in last year. They're trying to put 2 out into 1 this spring.
Obviously, you played some games at Lewis, the Dome Invitational, and then at the Blue Bridge Classic in Kentucky. Maybe what were some good things you saw out of your team in terms of the way they played in those opening games of the year?
They were in some tight situations both weekends, and they came out successfully in so many of those situations. And it's just wonderful to see so early in the season when you're put in, some adverse different things, like how are you going to respond? And I think they responded, beautifully. We won an 11-inning ball game. We beat a very good Lindenwood team. We played very close with a top 10 preseason team down in Kentucky. And so they've just shown that they're not going to back down and stray away from anybody.
Obviously, a freshman pitcher that came on and played well for you, Mackenzie Cleland, named the National Pitcher of the Week here early in the year. How much of a difference has she made pitching for you guys here early in the year?
She's been a fantastic addition to our pitching staff, and the way that she handles pressure and her overall presence is one of the things that has most impressed all of us coaches, with her being out there. And this year, we have a second freshman that just came back from injury, as well as, our returning 4. So we've got a nice 6-pitcher staff this year that we're excited to use in this conference season coming up.
How important have been some of the other players, your experienced players, the juniors and the seniors, in terms of their leadership here during this offseason and early in the year?
We do have a really great core of returning veterans. Cody Ramirez, Paige Courts, both seniors returning as 4-year starters in their position. Kate Orm, Kylie Winkles, Jess Tucci, Allie Majera, all of them, with experience for us in the past. And I think they've been great leaders and set great examples for the younger kids. And I think that's really helped provide us with quite a bit of depth moving into this season.
Obviously, the GLIAC, a strong competitive league, and play going to start here very shortly in the conference. What are your expectations going into the conference season? And obviously have to be at your best and ready to go each and every game.
Yeah, this is going to be an incredibly strong conference this year. All of our teams have shown well in their preseason tournaments. So I think you're going to see a lot of really close scores. And I think you're going to see our team come out and battle to the end in every single game. And they're not going to, let themselves come up short. They're going to get everything out of each ball game that they play.
Obviously, I know you're looking forward to your home opener as well, coming up on March 24th. Hopefully, weather permitting, and going to be nice to really unveil the new complex and the new additions that were made in terms of the field here in the off season.
Yeah, we only got to inter squad this fall, so actually having some outside competition to play on our beautiful facility that we're adding more and more things to, all the time is just extremely exciting for the team, our girls, the program, and our athletic department.
I know we've talked about it before, but how important has that support been from the grounds crew and the staff that worked on the complex to the medical staff and all they've done here during this COVID-19 pandemic?
Without our support staff, there's no way we can get done and no way we can play the way that we do. For me personally, it starts with my 2 assistants, Coach K and Mr. Coach Janes, as the girls call it. And for the rest of us, Keely, our athletic trainer, and you guys in sports information, our administrators, our game day staff, and Nick Owens, we can't do what we do, and the girls can't have these great experiences without all of you. And we are super lucky to have the people around us that we do.
I know you've had some fans here at some of your games early in the year and hoping to get some fans here for conference games, but if we do get some fans, or if they're watching at home, what do you expect that they'll see out of your team in terms of the way you play?
I think what you're going to see is a team that doesn't give up, a team that relies on their veterans to keep us positive, to keep us upbeat and strong, because we know we're going to come into those adverse situations when we play these conference teams because everybody is so strong. So they're going to see a team that doesn't quit. They're going to see a team that gives everything that they've got, and I think it's going to really project, with our record at the end of the year.
Obviously, after what happened last season, I know your student athletes are looking forward just to having a full season, hopefully, and being able to step on the field here each and every game in the GLIAC.
Yeah, they know not to take things for granted. They know that anything can happen at any time, and seasons can be canceled. People can get sick, and so I think that's one of their biggest motivators is just taking one day at a time and really being grateful for every opportunity to play that they get.
Well, Coach, thanks for the time, and best of luck here as you get ready for conference play.
Thank you so much.
This has been the Ferris State Softball Preview. You can find out more online at ferrisstatebulldogs.com.